Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, guys? What's going on? Kraz here. It's time for some game dev. Here we go. What's up? What's good? Happy Saturday. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. We've got quite a couple things to do. If we look over in the Asana board, if you've never seen Asana before, it's a similar thing, similar to Trello. It has a board feature. You can kind of do Trello style too and stuff, right? But I can also set certain people to work on certain stuff if I want to as well. We have a couple things for a minimum viable product, which is going to be the alpha testing, well, / the subscriber testing. And so the card draft is very low right now. So if we look at priorities, we have to get these 3 spells in. This right now is just a medium. We have to get these 3 spells. We want to get this conceit in. And then we want to fix some of these bugs as well. These bug priorities, let's see. This is a low issue. Little Mermaid's effect is probably on the high side. Token spawns is high. Paul's Tower is high. Corpse Bride is an issue. Might get reworked. If path extra power. Okay. So that's what we got to do right now. So we're gonna work through that stuff, and then we'll see where we get. And if we get to a playable state in the next week or so, it'd be pretty cool. Put some glasses on so I don't get a headache. That's pretty important, I'd say. No headaches are good. Headaches, or whatever. So let's work on that first thing. Well. How do I show, not my recently assigned, how do I show it instead? I want to see priority. Sort of priority. There we go, perfect. All right, let's do the 3 spells. We got Curse Shadows, Broken Curse Shadows. Curse Shadows logic is when a card's health reaches 0, destroy it instead. So all that's going to be, right? So if a card's health hits 0, so health, we're in card right now. Yeah, right, health. Okay, health is 0. Golden Princess. Okay. If this realm dot card exists here, and it's going to be Cursed Shadows, then we destroy it. Destroy this card then. If this realm card exists here, is that not right? Bootable. Okay. Weird. Okay. So if Cursed Shadows exists, we will destroy the card. Destroying the card is the same way that Little Taylor destroys the card. Where is that? Where's Little Taylor? Little Taylor is... There we go. Little Taylor. It literally just destroys the object. And we remove it. We gotta do this. From all 3 of these. Cool. To that. Right? So if it equals... So Cursed Shadows, we don't need to do any of that. We just need to check to find out if this exists inside here. Right? So if this equals this. Destroy this stacking object. and we return. Right? So it's this, followed by this. That, and that. And then we just have to do played this game equals this, right? So it just becomes the word this. Right, these are all cards. We've got J. It's just that. Right? If we destroy a card, so now we need an on destroy. On destroy. Owner deck dot destroyed. We now have a destroyed card list. How do we check destroyed and discarded cards? Do we not do that yet? We don't. Let's do some more lists then, shall we? Card. Destroyed cards. There's a new list of cards. Discarded cards. New list of cards. Okay. So now I can do literally on destroy. Owner deck dot destroyed cards dot add this. Should work. It might break. I think we need to, instead of destroying the card, it needs to just be moved off screen to, like, I don't even know, a destroyed pocket. And then UI manager, right? Where is that? Where's the UI manager? We have these texts. Discarded 0. Discarded. Player deck. Dot cards. Dot discarded cards. Dot count. Destroyed. Okay. There we go. Okay. So now we have those. So now what we need to do is when you discard a card or you destroy a card, right? So the deck manager. Owner deck. Owner deck. This guy. Okay. So instead of destroying a card, we have a discard card? We do. Discard card, destroy. So we don't want to do that. We want to toss that card, which is C. We're going to toss that card to the discard holder. So we need this thing in the game UI, right? Game UI is going to have opponent stats, references, card to attach, POI, hand. We need some more references. We need transform, and we need player discard, and we need player destroy. And then we gotta go like this. AG's to opponent. I'll change the move. Discard, destroy. Cool. Alright, so now when we destroy a card, destroy card, right? Add this, this dot set parent, this dot transform set parent. This dot transform set parent. It's gonna be owner deck dot destroyed cards. No, dot destroyed cards. No, the UI manager. Oh, okay. So owner deck equals game turn manager. I see. Then we do the UI manager. It's gonna be destroy. Player destroy. Otherwise, it's UI manager opponent destroy. Sick. We also need to discard as well. Discard. Changes from this. This is discard cards. Discarded cards I'd add. So this becomes player discard and opponent. Opponent discard. There we go. What's up, Halsey? What's this? Boston makes me feel good. Risky click of the day. What is this? What's up, buddy? What's new? It's good. It's good stuff. Alright, so we public both of these guys. We're getting close to a playable version, which is neat. For sure. Alright, so destroy. No. Destroy card. Okay. About to go to a bakery, grab some pastries, don't have to make. And then shop and then dev. Nice. Good stuff. Destroy card. When do we discard card? So, like, Water Nix is an example of a card that does the discard, right? Because now we're rewriting how this card works. Where is this card? Grotto, aha! Destroy. See? Discard. Discard card. Or this would be other deck this dot hands are dot discard. You got it. I'm excited for a playable Grimm too. When's demo testing ready? Demo testing is going to be ready very soon. Very soon. I think how it's going to work is we are going to set it up for subscriber only at first. We only have a few tasks to do to get ready for that. We have these, so we have anything marked with high priority to be able to go, to be able to set it up for a build, right? We have these 8 tasks. Some of them are bug fixes and some of them are not bug fixes. When these are done, it'll be a lot. I mean, the biggest issue is you play Corpse Bride and it breaks, right? Little Mermaid doesn't flip their attacks correctly, right? Like stuff like that. So we've got to figure out those parts. And then after that, we should be good. We're getting there. And then I can start. We're not going to build the draft mode until a working, viable product. So maybe next week, hopefully. It has 90 cards, so it's not like it's got a little tiny bit of cards. Right? We don't have cards unlockable yet, so you get all the cards in the subscriber build. I'm trying to figure out how I want to unlock cards. We can either unlock cards, we can do multiple ways. We can unlock cards by doing a, you level up, you get a random card based on tiers and luck. Or you level up and you get to pick from 2 back-facing cards. One of them is the card you get. What's up, Grimbo? How you doing? Listening to me, I'm calling it World of Grimm. Oh, you see, but I can't. I can't do that. I can't do that. It's called Grimm. Oh, what's up, dude? How you been? It's good to see you. But that was a missed opportunity. You're right. 100%. So if I discard a card like this, we, instead of destroying the card, this is where the discard card comes in. Discard card. No. It becomes cards in hand. R. Dot discard. Cool. And then we remove it from the hand. Should be okay. Been a while since you've been here? It's been a hot minute, man. How you been? What's new? Alright, who else are discard cards? Corpse Bride is not a discard. Cinderella's a Huntsman's a kill. Cinderella's no. No. That's gaining a card. Water Nyx is this card, which I think we just took care of. Programming random stuff? It's just random old things. No, nothing big. You know, just the next cure for the next virus that hasn't come out yet. I'm already programming it. Little Match Girl discarded. We have that fixed. Okay. Handless Maiden, Little Mermaid, Rackin, Golden Princess, I'm like, oh no. Yeah, that's destroy. We took care of that one. That's just kill. That's not discard, that's replace. That's discard. That's destroy. Miller's Daughter, I think, is discard a card. I think. But it's discard a card at random? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Old school RuneScape thing at the moment, but all I got is movement and basic ass attack. Hey, that's better than nothing, man. That's for sure. Savage Soldier, Burn Musician, Iron Han, Snake Prince, no, not those ones. We never did Wise Old Woman, did we? We should do that. We just have a random Enum sitting here that we never actually did. Let's add that as a card too. Let me go back to World of Grimm and add card task. Card Wise Old Woman. But I don't know what she would do. She's a medium. Okay. So I believe that this was actually really good that we started working on Cursed Shadow because it ended up doing a lot of different things for us. We needed to actually do a bunch of stuff because of it, which was cool. Sea Witch, Piff Paff, Golden Bird, Alara, Grateful Sons, Arena Durandal, Hans, okay, White Shroud. Nothing else discards cards. Oh, Offering discards a card. And Mirrored Fate discards cards. Right? Offering and Mirrored Fate. A lot of screaming cases. I only scream in cases. What's up, Winter Cody? How you doing? Discard card is fine. What about Mirrored Fate? Discard max hand size. Okay. Other deck, discard max hand size. Okay, cool. So this should work, right? So when we discard cards, discard card, then we need to update the UI manager, update stat displays. Also when the card gets destroyed, same thing. Boop. So Joe Dad coded in Rust entirely, talking to some friends. Nice. I just started coding today. It's up 11 o'clock. It just started working. No kids today. They're at their aunt's house, so I get to like just have a nice relaxing day. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Okay, so Cursed Shadows should be in the game. And that was all because of that. That's crazy. Yeah, man. People started to use Rust. I thought they were talking about the game. Yeah, I still think about that every once in a while. I'm like, huh. Must be interesting that everyone's talking about this game. I feel like I should be involved in it or something. Cursed Shadows more complete. Right. It's awesome you time, right? We started watching History of the World Part 2 last night. Funny as anything. I'm so excited that they finally came out with that. I didn't know it was like... Originally didn't know that was going to be a thing. And I'm very excited that's a thing. Alright, Interrupt Destiny. On play effects do not activate. Interrupt Destiny. That's going to be in card when you activate invokes. So right before this guy. Meow. Where are my cats? I guess they're upstairs sleeping. Activate invokes. Not that one. Check for invoke effects. It's gotta be here. This is inside the card. Okay, so activate invoke. If it's an exclusion zone, do that. Okay. If this realm dot card exists here, and it's gonna be Interrupt Destiny, then it's just active on play. It's false. And then the same thing as if Nullify turns off all channel abilities, right? This is the same thing that Bremen Musician does. Where is that? If channel effects turn off active channels, right? We'll have to do there. Check for invoke effects. So we will check immediately if this realm that card exists for Nullify. Active channel is false. Right? Oh, I do want to add a input for your name. So input name to save file or save decks and stuff and levels. I'm gonna call that a Grimm me priority. I would say that's on like the high side. Make sure that actually gets done. Cool. All right. So Nullify and Interrupt Destiny should be okay here. We need to also, for Nullify, how does Bremen Musician work? Oh, well here's active channel. Check for channel effects. Right? Check for channel effects. Need to make sure, so if let's see. Nullify turns off all channel effects. So it's this exact same code as Bremen Musician. So I just gotta find it. There he is. Beep. If it becomes this spell. You probably heard about Rust. I really love with Rust, although C# is always a deep part of my heart. C# is my only part of my heart. Actually, I lied. Unity C# is my only part of my heart. So case, Nullify, break. Boom. Great. Wonderful. Never tried Lua? No. Never needed to. Unity is in C#. I tried Java and almost failed it. It's awesome that I never tried Lua. No, Java sucked. I almost failed it in college, and I went, I guess I'm not going to be a programmer. Whoops. That didn't work out, did it? Guess I won't be one of them. No thanks. I'm gonna stick to film. All I do now is program. Okay. So we should have... I think we are good on those 2 tasks. So... add logic. Done. Add logic. According to some MS employees, Microsoft says C# to be the predecessor of Java. Weird. Ah, look at the Norwal. Okay. Concede early, receive 1/10 of XP. Okay. Alright, so concede early. Let's make a button on the game that auto loses you the match. Don't click the button, it auto loses you the match. Okay. Game UI. End turn. We will literally copy this. Go to this side. 37. Clicks the button. We call this concede. Ew, I don't like that it's sitting like that. Concede. Middle. Cool. That button does something though. Wait. Are you telling me the end turn button doesn't have a click? Oh, it does. There's a button. I see it now. I see it now. I found it. Okay. On end turn. On concede. You would click that button. Buttons, and turn button. No? Need a canvas group. We need to make sure you didn't mean to click it, right? Canvas group. Concede. CG. Successor. Yeah, you would. I knew it. I guessed you would. To be fair. Header. Concede. Concede. Okay. These are just Microsoft Java? Yeah. The predecessor. I read that as successor. That's funny. The predecessor. Every time I see predecessor, I think of the Matrix. The second Matrix. What was that called? Matrix Revolutions, Matrix Redemption, Matrix 2. Electric Boogaloo. The Merovingian. Yeah. Yeah. Merovingian. Holtzy, please tell me that you have watched History of the World Part 2 since it's now out on Hulu. It's as funny as Mel Brooks' first one. As funny. Oh my god. It's 8 half-hour episodes. It's on the Hulu. It's literally 4 hours of content. We watched the first 2 last night. So funny. You can do that and watch that. Sick. You have Hulu? Do you need a login? Want me to throw you a login? Is the only guy got the highest possible grade in programming class? Yo, I'm psyched for you, man. I wasn't good at programming in school. Unless the wife canceled it. She would. Off with her head! Need a login, let you know. Sounds good. Hit me up. It's so worth it, though. Such a good thing. Found out a week ago. Are you still in school? I feel like I've known you forever. Winter, have you been in school since I've known you? Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? But like, when did you start doing? You've been around since 2017. You followed this account. You followed this channel February 2017. It's been 6 years, man. That's insanity. Did we just become best friends? Okay. So... yeah, that's crazy. We've come a long way, that's for sure. Alright. So concede, CG, and then we're gonna need... open concede panel. Right? And we're gonna need close concede panel. Concede panel. And then we're gonna need confirm concede confirm. Okay. Concede confirm ends the match at that exact moment. But you, no matter what, you lose. Which is weird, right? So it would be game term manager and initial as end match. And game term manager game. Huh. Well, that makes sense. So if we end game bool forced concede is always false. If it's true, end match. Okay, so if forced concede is false, add Faithful Henry, add the wolf, game board. Right? Yeah. No, not copy. I need to copy it. Uncopy. And to cut it. Wolf. Cut. Iced. Okay. Wait a second. Winner left this player winning. Okay, switch, do this punch scale thing. If their player is winning, do all three. It doesn't matter, right? You can punch all you want for these. Punch on your buns. That displays total opponents 1, total power all player. Okay. If forced concede, player wins equals -1. Instant loss. Right? Forced concede, total points 1 times 0.1. Int. Wait, hold on. So, float math f dot round to int. Okay. This. Cool. Otherwise, total points 1. You only get 10% of XP, which makes complete sense. Okay, so now that should work, right? So now if we force concede, we go back to where we were. There. Okay. End turn. Right, so start coroutine, game term manager, end game. Okay. End game true. Force concede. Sweet. So now, open concede panel is going to be concede cg.doFade on 0.2 dot on complete. On complete. You got this, Kraus. Your typing is definitely not efficient, but you'll figure it out. Here we go. This one. Concede CG dot blocks writecast is true. Concede CG dot interactable is true. Then close concede panel. Mouse. Fade out. Sweet. Okay. Okay, so now concede is a button over here. That should open a new CG panel, which is going to be... It's okay if it's inside here. Actually, it's the same spot the inspect panel should be. It should be like this. Right? Should it be, though? It's a good question. Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with it being the same type of panel. We'll just go like this. We'll go concede panel. No. You know what? I want this inside here. I don't know why. It feels right. This feels right. Concede panel. Okay. Canvas group. Thick. We're gonna add in an empty. So this is the entire stretch. This is the entire stretch, and this is the blocker. Blocker. This is an image. This one. White box. Black. That. Fine. I'll add a text. There's concede match. Condidi. Concede match. To make people feel real bad and be like, 9 times out of 10, people suck. The chance that you might concede before they do. Maybe you should hold it out. Concede match. Okay. Title. Alright, and then we're gonna add a button. Let's add a concede button, but you're gonna put you inside the blocker. Bring you up here. Why are you off? Why are you not? Oh, is that why? Ashi. Okay. Concede match. Concede match. No. You will receive 1/10 of your gained XP from this match. XP. Font do we want? Bravado, Wizardy? No. Bravado it is. When we multiplayer, yes sir. Yes it will. It's gonna have multiplayer as well as bots. So that it always feels full. This font gets weird when it gets tiny. Okay. I want this one to be wider too. I dig that. Okay, so now, like that. Now we can add a concede button. and a cancel. Should we cancel or keep playing? Keep playing. Maybe keep playing. Cool. Using Photon? No, I think we're gonna end up using Mirror or Dark Rift. It doesn't require a lot of what goes on. All it requires is checking to make sure both players click the end turn button. The game then then the game sends what cards were played to each side, and then the cards play on the person's computer. They play on their game, right? And then they just update to the server. So there's nothing actually that the player sees happening in real time because I'm making my choices, I hit end turn. So I don't think it needs something like Photon to be this constant crazy thing. I think it needs SQL, some kind of SQL, to be able to save decks, make sure the match is on not server side, but make sure the match is not cheatable. Right? Some kind of way to update what's going on, everything. So it needs a master server? I don't think it does. I think Dark Rift and Mirror can all be P2P. Even Photon is P2P. Photon, I'm worried I'm going to be spending a lot of money on. Right? I think I'll have to have a meeting with whoever I do. We don't have a network dev yet, so when we figure that out is when we figure that out, right? If that makes sense. Cool. So now, on end turn is now going to be on concede confirm. Server that it contacts. Oh, I don't know that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know if I need SQL. I need some kind of way to have user names and passwords, and attached to those usernames and passwords are profiles that have all of the decks that you've saved. Right? That's what I need. Then this button should open concede. Right? So now I'm curious if that's even going to work. Right offhand, it probably isn't going to work. I'm okay with it. SQLite not attached to any server, but it's just a single file on disk. We need to be able to check username passwords, make sure that the people who are logging in on Steam or on mobile have the same decks that they expect to have. All that fun stuff. There's a little bit of hiccups that I don't know that stuff yet, and that's going to be hiring a network dev. Play match. Alright, so if we pull in here and we don't like what we see, we concede, or keep playing, or concede. Concede, you lose. Concede needs to also close the panel. And then we need to delay it. We need to delay this. End game true. Okay, so if it's true, right? So let's see here. Oh, hold on, guys. Alright, I'm back, sorry. Hoping network devs aren't too expensive, considering network's pretty rough. Well, network devs are gonna probably be expensive. We'll see. We're gonna do a Kickstarter for this, so the Kickstarter will allow for us to be able to pay for art and multiplayer and all that fun stuff. Hopefully, if we, you know, get the Kickstarter and it works, you know. So, okay, so we have that happening. Pressing, so it should automatically. Force concede -1. Let's see here. If we end game and display text finished, we press, and what we need to do is we need to swap out the current UI button. Right? Where is that? Run visibility boxes on end turn. This guy. This guy right here. Okay. Nice. We don't even need to check to see if it says finished. We're just going to do it. Right? Okay. Let's see if that works. Because when you concede, you shouldn't be able to hit end turn anymore to make them be able to, like, no. Not how this works. The game should just be over. Right? So we go into turn 1, we see the play, we don't like the draw, we don't like X, Y, Z, we hit concede, we concede. Oh, you know what? I see what the issue is there. Change to waiting. So don't do this yet. Right? But if we end game and we force to concede, so when it shows whether you lose or not. Right? So end game. End game. Do this stuff. This would be UI manager dot. Like this. Cool. So then we have to just change the, instead of doing this, right? It's not that. No, I know. In here it is that. Where else was it? Here. So instead of doing it up here, where is it? This guy. So instead of doing it in the end game here, I'm getting confused. Why am I getting confused? Force concede. Okay. So if force concede, is false, do this. Else, UI manager. No, you know what? Hold on a second. Yeah, it makes sense. When we hit the end game here, else, okay. UI manager instance, but the game's free to play. Where do you expect to game revenue from it? So there's multiple spots. There's actually gonna be multiple spots. There's gonna be 2 different types of currency in the game. There's gonna be in-game currency and premium currency. There is nothing in the game that gives you a competitive advantage from purchases. So, but if you choose to purchase for instance, you choose to purchase a cards variant, there's a bunch of cards in the game, right? A whole bunch of cards in the game. But then we have cards, like we already have our first variant in the game, right? Which is really cool. We have Snow White, right? But then we also have this version of Snow White. Right, so if you want this version of Snow White, which is more comic book style, you can buy this as a cosmetic thing. It does not change the exact same stats, exact same everything. But you can buy this. Right? Because there might be comic book version, black and white version. There's going to be all different kinds of variants. We want a lot of them. There's also going to be, we can also do some kind of battle pass if we want, where people can buy that for $10 to get cosmetic stuff. Yeah. Also, the Kickstarter will give you, you can have more than, right now you get 4 quests that are active at one time. You can get more quests, like more quest slots, if you back the game on Kickstarter. Which helps you level faster to get more cards, right? So you'll start with like 18 cards or something like that out of the 90 that currently exist. And then as you level up, you'll gain more cards. You can also, effectively, if you wanted to, you could buy cards. They don't give you a competitive advantage, but it does speed up your process. Right? So, that's the goal. But not be ultimately grindy. It's to have a good time, right? Have a good time playing the card game. There's a lot of good things that Hearthstone does, right? And a lot of bad things that Hearthstone does. I want to take the good stuff from Hearthstone, like their draft system. Make sure you compile the game using IL2 CPP so people can't decompile it using tools like DNSpy and modify the game to use and do things like unlock exclusive quests. All those quests and everything, that's a good idea. I don't know anything about that, but that's for sure. It's a good idea. Those quests are going to sit server side, right? So when the information gets sent, it will go server side and then reward you XP. Because there's a level manager that exists in here as well. Is IL2 CVP default practice on here? I don't know that answer. It converts IL to C++ in player settings? Oh, sick. Player. Color space gamma. Graphic APIs. This? No. Oh, okay. Scripting backend IL2 CVP. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Instead of mono. Okay. Does that change anything in particular? Am I okay to do that now, or is that a thing that might break stuff? Does that change the builds? Does that change the build project and everything? What's up, Water Tart? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Alright. Instance. End turn display. Text equals waiting, and UI manager. Enter display, enter button, interactable, int. Wait, what? Display. What? Hold on a second. What do I do when I end turn? Not that I know, make sure you have a backup just in case. Good idea, good call. Thank you for that. This. Wait. Got it. Got it. Okay. Good idea, though. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Will definitely be a thing that we look at. Let me make a note of that in Asana. Use IL2 CPP for obfuscation. Alright, so now we should be able to play a match. And we should be able to concede, and it should work. gonna call this 10% instead of 1/10. Sick. Every help a lot with the debuggy multiplayer games. Peril sync. Peril sync. I've seen this before somewhere. That's pretty sick. I'm gonna save this. That's multiplayer gameplay without building project. Oh, I have seen this before. The other project that I'm part of, the Battle Royale game, they use Peril sync. I have seen this before. We're gonna save that. We're gonna save that to. It's brilliant. As he's not obfuscation, there are tools that can extract it, but it's harder than opening simple DLL and programs for editing. Gotcha. Cool. Good to know. We can also, when we send information, we can also verify that that information is correct, right? Like we'll have to send that to the server. We'll have to send RPCs to the server when that kind of stuff happens. Like anytime the player comes back into focus of the thing or whatever. All right. So conceding is in. Looks good to me. Verify the hashes, yeah, for sure. All right. So conceding is in. Going to, how do I change you to, why isn't that all? I wish, so okay, one thing I wish happened in this in Asana, right, is if you click here, mark it complete, it doesn't set this from to do to done, so in my tasks it's still there. Maybe not. Maybe it's not there anymore. I thought it was. Huh, interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, I still don't like to see it in my list, so... I don't know where it went, but it's gone. Where did that task just go? What happened just now? What is it? Where is that task? Is it just gone? Did I just delete it? That sucks. Oh well. It doesn't matter. I'm not going through trying to make a big deal of stuff yet. Asana? Asana's great. Asana's Trello, but next level. And it's free. It's free until you have 15 members on the team. And you can't do, like, you can't really customize it with anything. But you don't need to if you have priorities, and then you can add different projects to stuff, right? Pretty good. Like, so I have like Static City Games here, and then I have World of Grimm here. So all my World of Grimm stuff appears in one spot. Timeline, all these ones. Calendar is included. But like, timeline, like a couple of these things are not available. Files are good. But like, it has a lot of stuff already for free, which is cool. Notion's 5 members free? Yeah, I believe Asana is 15. There's also Monday as well. I've heard Monday is really good. Yeah. So let's see here. Next thing. Priorities set to high. Input name to save decks and levels. Okay, so if you never opened the game before, we need a welcome to World of Grimm. Please pick a name. Something like that, right? We need a little canvas group. Canvas. Do screen space overlay. Scale it. 1080, 1920. We're gonna call you first time CG. This is just a manager for it. Do they need a separate? Does it need to be in here, or does it need to be in here? It could be in here. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with that being in there. I can just put an empty. Make it scale the entire screen. Add a canvas group to it and call it a day. Right? We just call this first time. First time loaded. You literally just go add an image inside here that is completely 100% black. White box. We'll set it the entire scene. I want to see it. See it though. No, I'm doing it for now. I want to see it. All right. So image inside there, text. Say welcome to world. Great. Oh, cats. 500. 800. Seems good. Like this.
What was that?
Which animal was that?
That was Corky.
That's something else.
Hi, buddy.
That's funny.
Hi, buddy.
I was like this. Sorry, my dogs freak out. My fiance got home, so I was talking to her real fast. Welcome to World of Grimm. Okay. World of Grimm is a fast-paced, collectible card game. Brothers Grimm Universe. And this text box way down. And make it way larger. Welcome to World of Grimm. Welcome to /N. There we go. World of Grimm should be in color equals FF. No, 00 FF 00. Ah! Good old rich text. None of that poor text. Just the rich text. Sup, Cody? How you doing, bud? Okay. Let's make sure that we use all of our area. We might as well, right? Okay. One more. Got back home. How are you? I'm good, man. Real good. Enter a username. This box is too big. 60. 5. There you go. Add in a Finish Pro. Okay. Now, placeholder and text. Both need to be bigger. Probably fine like that. Middle center. Okay. Add in a button. We're gonna add a system in. System will be first time load. First time load system. Okay. Oh wow. Wow. Targeting mobile, PC, Android, iOS if applicable. I would love to have it on iOS also, but I don't know how possible it is because I don't have an iPhone or a Mac. So it's going to probably be PC and Android, at least for the time being. But yes, the game is playable. I can literally plug in my phone and play it right on here, which is really freaking cool. Let me show you. 1 second, I have to make old person noises when I do things. That's my life. My life is to be an old person. So yeah, I got this working. It's really freaking neat. Just gotta open Unity remote. It is possible to run on Mac VPS. That's cool. I'll have to do that if I don't have the possibility. If I don't have the possibility to do it without that, then I'll totally do that. I mean, my sister has a Mac. I could probably go over to her, be like, "Hey, let me export the game on Mac and use Xcode real fast." So she'd probably let me do that. She doesn't know much about gaming at all or game dev at all, so it's a possibility that she'd be like, "Yeah, sure. I don't know what you're doing, but it's fine." Where's Unity remote? I can't find it. Hold on a second. So. Okay. I got time still to worry about that, honestly. Look at this, ready? Woo! How freaking cool is that, right? I'm playing the game on my phone. I think this is so neat. Yeah. It's worked so well. That's a bug. That character should not have 2 power right now. Should not. Never works for you? You know, I watched the video to make sure it worked correctly. So, concede now. We can now concede, and it actually cooperates with the concede. Lose. Back the menu. Sick. That's so freaking cool. Love it. Okay. Back to the first time loading thing. Okay. First time load in. Enter username. First time load in system. Or reloading it for some reason. Why? Okay. Yeah, Godot editor exists on Android now? That's so sick. Like the entire editor does? That's really cool if it does. What did I just do? Did I just break it? That's interesting. I feel like it doesn't. I feel like that would be really, unless there's a way to like reduce the amount of text you have to write. I feel like it's really inconvenient. Something about that tells me it's inconvenient. Sounds cool though. Like, don't get me wrong, it definitely sounds neat. Okay, first time loading system. We definitely need, so we need buttons. So we're gonna need on edit username, right? We're gonna need on confirm username. Adapted in mobile too. That's so cool. People can make games sitting on their phone in the living room. That's kind of neat, man. That's like next level. It really is. Oh. Never personally used Godot though? No, I have no reason to. Unity does everything Godot does and more. I have no reason to learn a new system. Okay, so the Godot's open source and you don't have to give, like, if your biggest concern, some people really don't like to give Unity money if you make 100 grand. If your biggest concern is $40 a month when you make $100,000 in sales, then you're looking at the wrong things, right? The wrong things are triggering you to not use Unity, right? That should not be the tell-all that stops you from using Unity. Same thing with Unreal. Unity is not more expensive. Unity is $40 a month if you make 100 grand, and it goes to like $150 a month if you make $250,000. Again, still nothing. Nothing at all. Did they update the prices? Unity. New products. Alright, individual. Right? Individual is free. Unity Plus. So, okay, $400 a year. If you make 100K. If you make 100K, you gotta give Unity $400. So we're talking 0.4% of your money you've made. If you make $250,000, you got to give them $2,000. Again, less than 1% of the money you've made. Not a problem, really. So, yeah. Pro is $250,000 in sales, plus is 100K. I think it's very fair for not having to build an editor. I think it's very fair. Another username, I'll confirm username. Okay. On edit username is going to take in a dynamic string. So TMP input field. Using TM Pro, TMP input field, name input. My shoulder muscle up here, whatever muscle up here, is pulsing. So much more than an editor. Rendering, update loop, animation, easy scene management, level editing, UI solution. Yeah, it's fantastic. No other things. Let's take a cut. Well, yeah, that's the cost of doing business. Steam, Apple, and Android are all 30%. The cost of doing business, man. If you're that worried about this stuff and you're looking at the wrong issue, these are things that exist no matter what you do, right? 30% plus 0.4% is not much different, really. Right? 30 versus 30.4, 30 versus 31. If 1% stopping you from doing it, then don't do it. Dude, I'm sneezing like a monster today. I don't know why. Ah! I have to take a vitamin C drink. Those things are so nasty. Alright, so what are we talking about here? Okay, so on input username, name input dot text equals S. No. Wait a second. Public static string name input. Name input saved, right? Name input saved equals equals. Am I doing this right? No, I'm not doing it right. I'm missing a thing somewhere. I can't remember exactly how to do this. I think it's dynamic though, isn't it? On value change string. On end edit string. I like literally don't remember how to do this part. Dynamics on edit username. There we go. On end edit. On edit username. Cool. Okay. Name input saved as us. Easy peasy. So now, on confirm username, take the canvas group here. So this, get component, canvas group, dot do fade, dg.tweeny, using dg.tweeny, do fade 0, quarter second. Let's get a reference to canvas group here. This thing is CG.blah. Blocks raycast is files. Get rid of this. There we go. Interactable. So that confirms the name. We save it as a username. Player prefs dot set string player name input save. Here we go.
You figure out
Who's what?
or did you figure
It changes itself now. Like it changes.
it doesn't change back?
It does.
Issue.
Yeah, so that's fixed.
So you
It's
fixed that.
it's still slightly off for some reason. There you go.
No, I know the picture is.
You're talking about the difference between going from here and
Yeah.
back to there.
Yes.
That's fixed. However, it's off center.
Odd that it's on.
I mean, I think I know why it is, but it's not a bug that's stopping us from making the game.
Okay.
So it's a low priority thing.
I totally had a dream that somebody asked you that, which it must have been. Somebody asked you that, and you were like, "Yeah, I fixed that. What's wrong with you?"
That's funny.
I was like, but like you taught someone how to fix it
Oh, nice. Go me.
on stream, I think. Or on your dream.
Okay, that's awesome.
Love you.
Me too. Did fiance do playtesting for you too? She's the art director in the game, or the art advisor in the game. I wouldn't call her the art director. I would call her the art advisor. But she is going to do playtesting when the first build comes out. She'll be playing it a fair amount for sure. The first build should come out this week. We're pretty close, honestly. We're getting real close with how everything's working out. We only got what? Be able to get ready for this. What is happening? What am I pulling around here? How do I undo what I just pulled? Okay. Okay. So the Asana build. So anything high priority, there's a requirement before we push the project. So we got 4 bugs that need to be taken care of before we push it live, and this name input thing. So We're almost done the name input thing. We're pretty close, actually. Which is cool. Sure. We are getting there for sure. So now we have that input changing the thing. Then on confirm, do this, save it. Then we need to find on confirm player prefs dot set int first play to 1. First play is by default 0. Now, where did the rest of my editor stuff go? So where is the main menu? Okay. Okay. Start. If player prefs dot set dot get int first play equals 0. First play 0 default. Okay. If first play is 0, then we will find object of type first time load system dot activate. Right? These are true by default. Okay. Gonna be this here. Cool. Cool. Dot activate. Cool. So when we do that, we set activate. We set this username. Right? Then we get to go to main menu manager dot instance. Blah. We need to find the level display stuff. Character name. Level display. Public TMP text. Player profile name. Equals player prefs dot get string. What did I call this thing? I called it player name. Cool. Then we'll update layer display also here. Find object of type, medium manager, update level display. Cool. And then if this is not 0, then we literally load profile. Right? Which we don't even need to do load profile yet, because all it really is get this. Right? It's just get string. For now, it's literally just profile main.text equals get string. Okay. Now we have those values. Literally turn this off. Make sure everything is set up correctly. Player profile name. Level info. Backer. Player name. Cool. Definitely want this input field to be a little bit Customized for sure. I think I want this to be a character limit of single line. Yeah, definitely single line. Content type alphanumeric. Oh, that's fine. Doesn't matter that much. Okay. Should be good. Okay, so now if I hit play here, it's gonna be like, hey, you wanna be a new player? Right? Nice. Buff farts. I don't have a button to confirm. Well, that's a slight issue, isn't it? Name input. Do I need name input to do anything? Is it even being used? No. Okay. I do need a button that confirms the username. It only shows up if this text is bigger than 0. Right, we're gonna make sure this says enter name. Then we need another button. Need a button. Need one of these. Sick. Not play match. It's gonna instead be first time load. Firm username. Let's make this gray. It's not good. So this will say confirm, or let's start. Cool. Start. Okay. Confirm username, button flourishes. Love it. Okay. Oh, we only want that to be active. Public. UI. Public button. It's gonna be username. Nope, it's gonna be user confirm button. There we go. On edit username, user confirm button dot interactable equals s dot length greater than 0. Cool. Nice. Then it starts inactive. Let's try it. Mr. Why is it being difficult? What is happening there? It doesn't always pick up the letters? Kind of weird, isn't it? Why is it doing that? Oh, edge reference not set. That explains that one. Eh. Breaking every time I clicked it. Okay. That's better. Okay. Mr. Magoo. Look at that. Woo! Okay. Did it save it? Oh, that's so sick. Okay, cool. Awesome. So now, the big test. Let me delete my decks and start fresh. How do I delete my player prefs? Where's player pref sit? Oh, it's in like the local whatever roaming. Right? It's in like this PC, C, users, app data, roaming. No, local load, no roaming. Static City Games. Wow. Wow, there's so many games here. Well, I've opened quite many games, haven't I, in my time? Okay, wow. Some of these names, though. Goblin Adventure Quest. Wow. The Mayan City Builder. Project Space Rogue. I think that's what, pretty sure that's what Chronicle was called originally. So many things in here. What did I call this game? World of Grimm. Nothing. How do I delete the player prefs if there's no World of Grimm? Okay. Unity, where is player prefs stored? Data package name, shared prefs package name. Oh, that's a freaking mess. Saved in the registry. How do I get to the registry? Regedit. Really? That's where I gotta find it? Oh, Unity clear player prefs. I bet you I can use Chat GPT to do this. I mean, enter script that I can just keep rich at it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Literally, ready? Write a Unity C# editor script where I can go to the top bar and click the clear player prefs, and it will remove all player prefs from the game. Oh, that's so great. Does this work when not in play mode? Wait. Best free intern ever. Okay, so let's see here. Editor, it's called, wait, where is it? Clear player prefs. Editor. Clear player prefs. Not our first time player working.
Nice.
Keeps asking me to reload the project. I don't. Okay. Paste. Okay. Tools. Clear player prefs. Now if I click here, it's gonna go, hey, you don't have anything.
It's me.
It worked.
It's me.
That didn't work. It worked, didn't work. Didn't say, oh, it doesn't save those. It only saves your, right, okay. Those are on your, those are in the project. These decks exist in the project, so if I were to upload a new project, like they're not, that's not saved anywhere. Like these are not, these are saved here, not anywhere else. They exist in this section. So I can instead save it as a bunch of numbers. And that could work. But, I mean, now if I go back in the game, you're now a returning user. Seems to work out. I know. Cool. Alright, well, let's get rid of any decks that are not full decks. That was on. Alright. This is, I guess we're ready for a build then, aren't we? This is really cool. Done. Complete. Oh no, wait, we've got 4 bugs to do still, too. Are they gonna be easy bugs to do right now? No. No. Oh, hour 40? All right, we're gonna get going, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out today. Much appreciated. Super cool stream today. Much hanging out with you guys. Thanks so much for being cool and awesome and all that fun stuff. Subscribers will have a build for World of Grimm very soon, which is very, very cool and good. All the great things. Let's see who's live on the internet. Who can we go raid? Let's go over to... Let's see here. Let's go over to Flip Switch. Flip Switch is working on his game Magnet Jack, which has got a Steam page already. He's launching a demo, by golly, so he says. So we're gonna go raid him. He's a super cool dude and very awesome. Here's the raid message, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's a gaming stream. My day off is Sundays. And until then, more World of Grimm Monday, but I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. Have a good one. Peace out.